So for those of you who've been asking in the comments about where I'm up to with the David Brown, the 1690, I'll show you around it now. Honestly, it doesn't look like very much when it's laid out here, but I've only been doing a couple of hours after work the odd week. It really doesn't look very much, but the main thing is these floors have now cut and welded and shaped some new floor edges for there, and that section there which was all rotted out. So as you can see, it's all fairly rotten. The aim is to cut that section out there, make up a new piece, weld it in. Hopefully it'll be good as new. So we've gone from that to that. Right, so finish that there. It's not the best job in the world, but it's definitely not the worst. And that was rotten into there as well, so put a new strip in there. Same here. Cut that section out there, and it probably needs a bit better weld along there right now, but so far, at this point, it'll probably do at that. And I've just gotten rid of that rot. That means that's all solid now, and some bit of welding under there, and some up at the top. But now the cab frame's pretty much rot free. I'm going to break my neck on that. This thing, the roof, it's a bit rough. It's in its undercoat at the minute. I don't know if you saw when we took it off. Well, I should have bought, really, I should have just bought a new one. I thought, oh no, I could fix that. And I have done. But the amount of hours I put into it, I actually just bought a new one, but about £200–300 for a replacement. I think you can get fiberglass ones now. But yeah, when I took this off, all this side, like this section on every side was just rotted out. I think I've got a video, I'll put that on there. The cab roof is the most hard hit part of the tractor with rust. You can see how bad it actually is here. And now this is, typically, I think this would be a write-off, but I've had a look at how much new ones are. Do I want to spend the money? Can I budget? Now, this roof is going to sit on top of the tractor. You're not going to see it up close pretty much ever because it's kind of far away. So I figure if I can at least get it looking respectable and I can pad out these holes and fix the rust on this, I can kind of like layer it up with thick coats of rust-resistant paint and make it look half decent. I think I could save myself some money. Now, I think in the long term, at some point it will want a new roof on it, and you're probably going to say, well, you're wasting your time now, but I'm just trying to save some money right now. Plus, it's all part of the fun, right? And the top of it's pretty bad too. It's got this gunk on where someone sealed the sunroof. I'm talking to my mask here. Sealed the sunroof off, and lots of holes in there. There's a lot going on up here. It's going to take a bit of fixing, but I think it will make a good mould to make the next shape from. The sunroof, I think the hinges had rotted and broken off, and someone had glued it on and tech screwed it down. So remade the hinges, filled in all the holes, levelled all this out again. I don't know if you can see on. So it's probably going to be, it's still the roughest panel on the tractor, but when it's up on the top there, you're not going to see. So I've kind of, yes, I've put a bit of time into it, but it's saved me a couple £100 on getting a replacement, or even sourcing a good one from somewhere, which the internet seems to, things like that snap up real fast at the minute. So that's done. Need to rub that down and primer that next. The wings and the bonnet, I've got some orchard white paint coming. So hopefully by the end of the week, that'll all be done. ready to go back on. Cab frame, I'm going to clear, as it's been sitting, it's been sitting here, it's been gathering a bit of debris and stuff, so I'm going to take the seat out next, clearing all the gunk and stuff off the floor, any bits that need doing, undercoat any bits, and then paint the frame. And then I think we're about where I want it to be. I'm not doing the chassis. I'm not going that far into it, especially as we're coming up to hay season, and I want to use it in a month or two. With COVID and whatnot, I haven't been coming up to the farm as much as I expected that I would. So yeah, time's been a little bit limited, but I'm this far into it now, and by the time the panels are back on, glass is back in, it's rust free now, and there's another few years left in it at that. I think I might do the wheels, might try and source some new tyres and paint the wheels, and then leave it at that. Keep the chassis as it is. I know it's a black engine, but I kind of like that. I think it tells a bit of a story of the tractor. I think trying to have it all painted back to red is nice, but I don't know. You can look at it and go, oh, something happened here. Other than that, we're sailing. Like I say, I want it ready for when we start mowing, which won't be for a little while yet, but I know at the rate I'm going with it, it will be steady, so I'm not going to bite off more than I can chew, and I can revisit things in the future, or keep doing bits even when I'm using it. I can keep doing bits to it, so there's that. Also, I'm going to have a massive tidy up in here. Since it came in, it's just gathered with junk all around it, and everything's laid out, and everything's just piled on top of each other. So that's today's job. Well, that's part of today's job. I've been sorting the back windows on the cab a bit, but just got the battery charged up, just had some dinner. I'm going to fire it up now, back it out, clear all this out, try and rearrange everything, turn it around so I can work on the other side of the cab, and yeah, carry on with it. That's where I'm up to. You asked. That's the answer.
So today's job, I'm trying to sort myself a side-mounted hydro shift. The hydro shift's normally here on the side. Sorry, excuse the dirt, it's where I've been, it's rust from where I've been wire brushing on the floor at the bottom of the cab. Yeah, so the hydro shift's normally mounted on here, but this one came with what looks like a non-genuine hydro shift lever, and I've rerouted it up through here and side-mounted so that I don't know, I just think it feels a bit better. I think back in the day some old David Brown dealerships did make them side mounted, but this is my version of it anyway, and then once I get it right I can tidy it up a bit and blend it in a bit more, but just trying to find where the gear's on. I'm going to put some little rounded notches in there so that it falls into place better. It kind of falls into place, you can feel it through the gearbox, but I just want it to sit in snug into each one, so that's what I've just been testing now. Yeah, that's definitely better than on the side of the dashboard there. Back in the shed. Maybe I should have done the test drive on a day when it wasn't absolutely chucking it down on me and I've actually got the roof on. It's a bit nippy today. yeah, no, this is definitely better here. Once I've got it all tidied up, notches put in and the proper gear spacings, I think it'll be, that'll be loads more comfortable. Hello people of the David Brown Club Facebook page. My name's Tom. I'm on the committee of the David Brown Club, and if you don't know what that is an official club for the David Brown tractor brand. Now you might be on the Facebook page, you've probably seen some of the stuff going on, but behind the scenes it's a real club, real membership, real members, and with that comes a subscription to a magazine, access to a club, access to registration stuff for your David Brown, and there's a whole bunch of stuff. So if you want to find out more about that, click the link in the description, and you can find out a bit more, potentially join if you really want to. It's not very much money per year to do. It's definitely worth doing. It's definitely worth doing it, should I say, just for the magazine alone. It's a fantastic read, but there are other perks to do it as well. We're just doing a photo shoot today. We're at the Durka Roods Hotel. If you point it that way, Josh, we'll show the guys that. This is Sir David Brown's home back in the day. It's now a public house and a hotel. But we're just having a bit of a photo shoot. As you can see, May Day is payday, which means the start of May is the start of the renewals for the members, club members. And if you're interested, if you've got an old David Brown, or you tinker on it, or you're really into it but you've never really kind of like got into the club, now's the time. Great time to get involved, and it's some great things happening, especially with shows opening up this year. With shows, there's going to be events in which the club are attending. That's my phone, don't worry about that. In which the club is attending, and you can come and meet us firsthand. I'll also list a couple of them in the description. And basically, yeah, get involved and sign up. Links in the description. I've been Tom. This is the David Brown Club. Got Josh with me today. If you don't know who Josh is my sidekick on my own YouTube channel, in which we do quite a bit with David Brown stuff. It's a multi-brand channel, but we mostly do stuff with David Brown's. But yeah, Josh is one of my best friends, and he's here with me today, just having a look at what the club is all about, as I think you guys should have a look too, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with the club, and you get a lot for your money. It's not very much money each year, and it's pocket money really. You get quite a lot for it.
Oh.
You're cold. What do you think of the old Bedford, Josh?
Nice paint job, isn't it?
It's lovely, isn't it?
I like the green.
Yeah.
Nice old wagon, look. Yeah.